Just got back from California, Idaho trip, unpacking my stuff. It was a great trip. Finally got caught up on sleep. We were 3,000-mile ride all the way across the country. Came back that way and finally got caught up on my sleep. So I figured I'd stitch together a video. Gonna try to do it a little different this time. Kind of narrate through the videos and pictures that I've taken. But I think it'll be a little fun. Tried out my new backpack though. This is a ULA Ultra Light Equipment backpack. 4,500 cubic inches, or I believe 45 liters. Plenty big enough. Well, I guess I gotta start the narrating right here. I was wrong about the capacity. As you can see in here, it's actually 75 liter capacity with all the extras on the side pockets and whatnot. Lifetime warranty though, can't beat that. The only downside of this backpack is it did cost $300. Sure, that seems like a lot of money, but you know, it was well worth it. Very well designed backpack. This whole pack, even though it's able to carry that much, only weighs 2.77 pounds. It was an outstanding reduction in the total amount of weight that I had to carry down into California. But besides that, I love this backpack. ULA, look into them. This is their larger size called the Catalyst. That's enough talking about this extremely awesome backpack. I really love that I paid that much money. It was well worth it, even though it was $300. I don't normally buy myself things, but when I do, I make sure it's the good stuff. So anyway, let's get into the pictures and the video. I'll try to narrate through it and try to make fun of it. All right, let's do this. And we were off from Central New York to California. 3 of us sharing, driving on the way out. Until we got to Nebraska, that is. Jeff realized he lost his backpack off the truck. Back to how we were, to our last stop. Try and find that backpack. 5 hours later, we finally found it on the side of the road. We were off again. No, I didn't do much filming on the way out. Generally because the windows were covered in bugs and I was driving. But I did get some video of these pesky windmills. God, I hate those things. They ruin the view, especially when you're driving down the highway. Beautiful mountains in the background, and all of a sudden there's windmills in the way. I don't like that. But besides that, you get out by Cheyenne, Wyoming. The geology starts changing. It just feels so much different out that way, and I love it. Cheyenne, Wyoming on. I'm game for all of that. It just gets beautiful, as you can see here. Beautiful mountains. This is just a few of many. Now, we all know that tune Johnny Cash recorded, I've Been Everywhere. Well, in the beginning, he talks about the old dusty Winnemucca Road. Well, I was there. And may I suggest, if you ever go, make sure it's during sunrise. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Those beautiful sunrises, they're so pretty, they'll take your mind off things like how much gas you got in the tank. Here's one of those situations where we didn't have much left. We should have got gas and we didn't. Those stations get further and further apart. Wow. Pretty awesome. Pretty steep. Yeah. Freaking engines. Can see them cowboys coming forever from up here, huh? I still don't see any town.
No, dude. This is not good.
Not good. But we made it. We didn't run out of gas. It got pretty close, and we got a little afraid of having to walk out through that desert, but we made it. Here's a little display in the town that's closest to our mining area, a couple hours away. Old mining display. Don't forget, you gotta stop at the forest ranger's office and get your fire permit. This is a display there, coyote checking out a porcupine. And look at this view. We always stop at this mountain pass, take a little break, stretch our legs. From here, we know we're really getting close and getting all excited. Woo! From the pass, we descend down the mountain road, pretty steep road, end up down the valley. It's good to witness how much growth has become since the wildfires a few years back. It was pretty barren back then, looked like forest full of matchsticks. You can kind of see some there in the distance, but the greenery is coming back very well. Makes it a little tougher to get around the mining area, but it's nice to see. Getting all green again. Love it. Finally make it up to the top of our claims. Our claims extend from the bottom of the valley there 2 miles up to the bottom of the bowl, as you can see about right here. It's been a year since we've been here. We really miss this place. Almost puts a tear in your eye. Now it's a slow descend down the mountain. Pretty steep, couple flat spots. It's all loose under your feet though. Let's get down to the bottom and start having fun. Ooh, just stopped to find a shady spot for a minute. Here comes Jeffrey. Going all the way down to the bottom. We're about halfway. Well, we made it to the bottom. Now we're camping way up high this year, so got quite a hike up. A lot of fun. I'm loving this new backpack too. Loving it. It's very nice. There's a creek down there. Alright, we're gonna keep trucking. Big trees, look at the size of that tree. I can't really tell on film, but it's probably 6 feet across. Burnt up one side. Fire came through this gulch a while ago and burned it up. Okay, let's keep moving. Look at these massive piles of tailings. They line the entire creek. Here, I'll zoom in a bit. All that is all rock piles, all tailings. You can see the sluice runs going down in between them. See one right there. All tailings all the way up and down this creek. Look what else there is. Look at that bear track. Yeah, big boy. Big boy. Alright. Keep our eye out for him. Whew, taking another little break. Coming up upon Kitty Cat Alley is what I like to call a lot of rock face. And the very first time I walked up past here, I was with Jeff, and he was practically running up over the mountain. I tried to take my time, but I just started having this feeling like something was watching us, so might have been nothing, but I kept watching behind us to make sure nothing was following us. I'm gonna take a break here for a little while. Yeah, just enjoy. Finally here, California. We got 5 days here, poking around looking for gold, hoping to find some bigger stuff. And then it's off to Idaho for 2 weeks. Good times, good times. You can probably hear the creek down there. Alright, up and over Kitty Cat Alley. There's camp. Rattlesnake. Right over there. Zoom in. See him? Rattlesnake. There he goes. Alright, it's about the end of the first day. Not sure what time it is. I'm too tired to work any more time. But I've been digging down there. You might be able to see my pan. I'll do a little bit of video of that. But let me show you the gold that I got today. I'd say there's maybe a gram there. Not too bad. Stick my finger in there for size. Not too bad. Alright. Having fun. Love it out here. Absolutely love it. The other guys are getting gold too. Well, good morning. Last day in California. Actually only had like 2.5 days to be in California, then we're heading to Idaho. Got a little more gold here, let me show you. A couple little pieces right there, you see them? Nothing major. Didn't do too bad yesterday, got a little chunky piece, nothing really big though. Been working these ancient gravels right here, right up on top of the bedrock. See the bedrock where the classifier is sitting in the pick, and all the material on top of it. Pretty much virgin. What we're thinking, it's all virgin ground right there. So getting a little bit of gold. Not what I was dreaming of, you know, all year long I dreamed that it was just going to be spectacular, but either way it's still pretty fun. Got a scorpion. That's pretty cool, huh? Alright, we're gonna let him go. What's that? What?
I hurt my back, bro.
Bet you did. Good time, good time. Alright, got another clean up through the box. Got a nice little piece right here. Put my finger in here for size. Not a bad piece right there, chunky little piece. Chunky little piece. Alright, keep on keeping on. Alright, I just did my last cleanup. Getting ready to go and pack up camp. Take a look at the gold total though that we got. This is just my take here. Got some nice chunky pieces in there. Oh yeah, some nice gold. No great big nuggets like we would want from California, but hey, it was still a lot of fun. Had so much fun. Alright, time to go pack up camp and head to Idaho. Woo! I'm not sure what kind of bird this is, you'll hear in a second, but that thing had quite a set of lungs. Its song would just go on and on. Listen. And just like that, our time was over in California. It's time to hike up off that mountain. Headed for the greener fields of Idaho. Or should I say golden fields. Whew. Well, maybe a third of the way up the side of the mountain. Whew. Tiring. Every year this mountain is bigger and bigger. You see the bottom all the way down there. Third of the way. Near and half of the way. Whew. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get out of the sunshine. Whew. Very warm. Alright, we're coming up to the steeper stretch. No shade. There's a rock at the top that we call Pride Rock. Almost there. Almost there. Alright, we made it to Pride Rock. Almost to the top. Whew, bottom's way down there. Nice view though, huh? Alright, we'll keep going. Almost there. Almost there. Finally get to film one of these little lizards. Can you see him down in there? Probably not. Trying to focus. focus on that leaf. Oh, you can see him now. See him? Pretty cool. They're so fast you can hardly even get a picture of them usually. This big berry bush, I always stop and eat a few berries off it. There's a couple that are close to being ready, but not quite. Some years are ready and some years they're not. Let's fast forward a bit and get to the storage area in Idaho and get all the equipment ready for dredging. Woo! Which dredge do we take? Which dredge do we take? In the storage area, we have everything we might need and then some. We got 3 5-inch dredges, various other mining equipment, cleanup equipment, nuts, bolts, parts, seals, extra pumps, extra air pumps, extra engines, extra wetsuits, everything and then some. Not far from the storage units and we're back in the mountains again. As you can see, this part of Idaho has been through a forest fire. It's left a lot of dead standing timber. But the good thing about Idaho is they'll let people and various companies come in here and harvest these dead trees, which adds to the economy, adds wealth. It's not just traded wealth, it actually adds wealth, and it helps the environment. The next time a forest fire comes through after these trees are gone, there's no fuel for it to burn. Whereas, if I may say, California does it opposite. They want to leave everything natural. They don't let people take anything. Which in my mind is, we have to remember that we are natural too. We will have an impact. We just got to be smart about it. That's all, which we will do. We all love the environment. We'll take care of her. And we finally made it to the claims. Check the trail cameras. There was some pretty funny pictures on there. I can't really share what was on there, but they were funny. Time to get down to the river and check her out. And we are here. Woo! Loving it. There's our beach. There's even gold in the sand right here. Beautiful. I love it here. I absolutely love it here. Well, sorry folks, I didn't get any pictures of our hammock set up next to the river, but it was a beautiful spot to be, I tell you what. But we stayed the first night, now it's coffee time. It wasn't long before we were doing what we came to do. It was a vacation, but we were there to dredge for gold. This is Team Union Break's dredge. I'll tell you a little bit later why we're called Team Union Break. But this is a 5-inch Pro line, dual Honda motors, dual Pro line pumps, and dual T80 air pumps. Very nice machine. Not really built for that fine gold, but it does just fine. And every day after dredging, we'd take the cons and put them to the gold cube. Jeff is the one that usually ran our concentrates to the gold cube. That one doesn't look too bad. From the gold cube, and went to the wheel. I always like running that wheel, watching that gold climb up through there, fall down that hole. Almost mesmerizing. From the wheel, we went to the scales every night, same routine. And every night we'd have an awesome meal cooked by Jay. He's a hell of a camp cook. Thanks, Jay. You're the man. The evenings were always a lot of fun with these guys. We'd sit around the fire, shoot the shit, have a smoke or two, and act like jackasses like men usually do when they're all alone out away from their woman. We act like jackasses, we'll admit it. But we'd dream about the goal we were going to get the next day, think about home, and just relax. Good morning. Another beautiful Idaho morning. Let's see what the temperature is. It's about 50 degrees. Beautiful Idaho. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be 90. Get in the river and find some more gold pretty soon. Figured I'd take a little walk first. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Rugged beauty. This is Team Old, the Old and the Ugly, self-appointed name. Running the King 5-inch. There's Johnny tending box, having a good time. Got Stack over there on the nozzle, trying to work up behind that big stone. Running really nice. That's a Honda 11 horse. Single pump, gas there. Very cool. Getting that gold. Earlier in the video I mentioned how I was going to tell you how we got the name Union Break. Our team is called Union Break. Shaq gave us that name. He noticed that after we'd been dredging for a couple hours and tending box, we'd sit up on shore and have a break. We'd have a smoke and get all silly. So we started calling us Union Break, always having a break, you know. But it wasn't long until he noticed that we were getting more gold than he was, and it was no longer quite a joke, although it was all good fun. We laughed about it, but it wasn't quite a joke no more. Maybe those breaks helped a little bit. Good times, good times. And today, folks, on this day, it was no exception. Look at it all. That's bucket 1 of 3. We split our cleanups into 3.
Woo! Baby. 301.
That's awesome.
Look at it go.
And what did the bottom tray look like?
There is
Woo!
Is there?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the most I think I've seen.
That's awesome, huh?
What?
Probably some in the tray.
Yeah.
Good day. Couple pieces. Here's one. Yep.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'd never seen so much gold.
Times 15.43. 2 fucking 37.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Put it on the scale, I want to see.
Oh.
Your walleye.
Half ounce, bitches! Holy
Yeah, buddy.
damn!
Sorry about the cussing in that last bit, but I'll have to admit, it was pretty uncontrollable. After a few days of dredging, and I think one day running back to town a couple hours away, we decided to go and check out our upper claims. We had begun on our lowest claim, that's where we're going to spend this season, but we decided to drive up and check out our upper claims. 3 in total, well 4 in total, including the one we're working now. These are just old dredge tailings from the old bucket line dredge that went up through here. Tailings there. Whoop, almost fell out of the truck. It's just amazing the amount of material that those old bucket line dredges move. Look at the size of these piles, they're just huge. A lot of material, a lot of gold. We got upstream into our upper claims, and the further we got into them, the more ruggedly beautiful it was. Just simply amazing. And just look how picture perfect this place is. Can't even explain the feeling. Pure awesomeness. Rugged beauty right there. And afterwards, we went back to camp, shared the experience with Johnny. Johnny didn't go up with us that day, he just stayed at camp to relax. We shared our pictures and videos with him and hung out and talked about it. A lot of fun.
I still got one.
I asked the lady, I'm like, how much? She's like, don't really know.
Check out that gravel bar, bro. That's that clean. A lifetime of sweetness. Up on Alpha when we walked out on. No shade. Oh.
Yeah, the shade was lacking.
We'll figure that out.
Canopies.
And the next few days were full of cleanup.
Holy shit. Good day. That's a good day. Fuck.
Something too high. And shenanigans.
Ducks for dinner? Anyone? I'll be back in an hour or so.
And remember all those parts I said we bring? Well, it's a good thing we do. We need a new belt to the air pump. Once in a while, we got to see a critter like this mule deer. You see that?
Oh, didn't know you can.
And every night we'd pass our bottle of gold around. We were splitting it 5 ways so it all went together. I think this is when we had about 3 ounces at the time.
6'4".
Cool little plant. And everywhere you look, there's something cool. Something pretty.
Very nice machine. Single stage box. Very nice machine. That's the Union brake dredge. Upstream there is the old and the ugly dredge. They're running a 5-inch king, single powerhouse with a gas air pump. Very nice machine as well. That's a triple stage sluice box. Another beautiful day of dredging. 3 more days to go, counting today.
I tried filming underwater. I purchased an inexpensive waterproof case, but if you listen, you can hear the water coming in, the air bubbles escaping. Every day for 12 days was more dredging, more gold, more cleanups, and just more gold. Sometimes we had a little bit of time for exploring.
Here's an old barn and a kind of, what would you call it, a horse corral. An old octagon horse corral. You can see it going around the back here, see it? Pretty cool. National Forest.
When you're that close to the time zone, it doesn't get dark till 10 o'clock. It's pretty cool, actually. The days went by too quick. It was time for our final days of dredging and our final cleanup. We surpassed what our goal was. Our goal was 2.5 ounces. We'd be happy if we all took home 1/2 ounce of gold, but we surpassed that. Watch this.
1931, baby.
1,931 grain.
Yeah.
How many ounces?
Divided by 480. 4.0246.
4.02 ounces.
You see what it looks like?
Wait, let me take a picture of that first.
Yeah, we're out of space.
Need a bigger pan. Ooh, doggy.
4 ounces. 5 guys, 2 dredges, 12 days. 4.02 ounces.
Boy, in this video you can tell how tired we all are. We've been away from home for 3 weeks, living in the sticks.
Time to go. Goodbye, Idaho. And we were off, heading home. Long road home, but first, we gotta stop at storage and store all our stuff. When you've been away from home for a while, you start getting homesick, so in ways we were ready to go back home and we wanted to be home, but we also wanted to stay. We'll be back soon. It won't be long, even though it feels like forever, it won't be long. And the closer we got to the East Coast, the more congested the traffic was. This was around Chicago. I guess it's not all bad though. Look at those pretty lights up on top of those towers. It's around Cleveland. Well, there it is, another year in the books. Had a lot of fun with these guys. We found some great gold and made a lot of cool memories. Did a lot of horsing around and had a lot of fun. That's all that matters. The gold is just the bonus. And remember, as a prospector, it's not about having the gold, it's about finding it. And we surely did.